Hello my friends, welcome back to the next Shadow Man Remastered playthrough video. Where we last left off, we just beat Jack the Ripper and we've turned off his piston. So now we're going to turn one more piston off, and it's in the summer camp. We're going to go and fight Milton Pike, and I've already unlocked the warp to the summer camp. We did that during the daytime, so you might want to dig back through my playthrough to find that, but for now I'm just going to warp there. And when I was last here in daytime, I actually couldn't progress anywhere beyond this point. It just kind of gives you this, you unlock the shortcut here on the pier, and then you can't really do much more because we have to now swim underwater. So let's just equip these weapons, and we're going to go through like a secret underwater passage. And again, if we came here during the day, we would be human, and we wouldn't have our shadow powers. We wouldn't be able to hold our breath through the water. Or should I say, really, we're not breathing is what's happening because we're dead. So we don't need to breathe. So this is probably the last of the new levels. This level was never actually in the original Shadow Man, so it's always interesting to see these newly added levels. And I guess it's hard to know if this is exactly what the original creators of Shadow Man had in mind for what this level would be like. So I'm sure there's a little bit of artistic license here, but nothing in this level couldn't have been done at the time, and that's what I love about these added levels. Yeah, this. So what we're going like an underground mine shaft. This from here on feels a little bit like Tomb Raider actually. This way over here, if we go to the left, that's a dead end. There's some like false flags here to make you think there's more to this level than there actually is. Over there as well, I really wanted to know what was over there because I always have in the back of my mind, am I missing something? And at this point, actually, what I'm going to do is go ahead and open up the Blender add-on, Shadow Man add-on, and we'll take a look at what's on the other side of that cave. So here we are in Blender, and here you can see this is the earlier part of the camp that we haven't had to do because I've already done all of this part to get the shortcut. If I zoom way over here, this is the pier that we just came in on, and over there is now we're getting in the underground part. This is actually this little sneak peek at the boss fight, and the boss Mike, I think, no, Milton, sorry, he's called, is right down in here. And it's a cool little scene actually where it has this really nice, you'll see that there's like a sun floating in the background of it. Yeah, there it is there. So you just get this, it nicely lines up with the cave entrance, and it looks much more impressive in game, but you get this really nice moonlight coming down through the cave. But back to my point, where we drop down into this mine shaft, underground sort of mine shaft area, this little cave bit here, I wonder if I can grab a vertice. So this is what we were looking at just before I came into Blender. So this is the little cave, and this might be a little bit dark, but as you can see, the other side of this basically leads to nothing. It's a dead end. But it really annoyed me, like what's on the other side, because I kept trying to jump over to it and I could never get over to it, and you only really see enough that it just turns the corner, but as soon as it turns that corner, it's a dead end. So I'm glad we have this Blender add-on so we can see these little things, because that would have just bugged me forever. So anyway, this is the map in Blender, and before I spoil too much more, let's jump back into the game. Okay, we're back in this little cave, and as you can see, if I try and jump over here, I'm sure if someone was like really good at like doing the side jumps and stuff, they might be able to make it over there. It'd be cool if there was like a little hidden teddy bear over there or something, but yeah, I tried lots of times to get over there and I just couldn't. But yeah, this level, like I was saying before, it really feels a lot like Tomb Raider. Like this cave just to me feels like Tomb Raider, or like a cave you would find in one of the early Tomb Raider games. And like, I don't think it's out of place for Shadow Man, but at the same time, because it wasn't in the original, it feels a little out of place, but I'm sure the original devs did have something like this in mind. Like, I don't think this was just based on nothing. Like, I think they've used some artwork and some notes from the original, and maybe even talked to some of the original devs to see what they had intended. And they just ran out of time, so they didn't get to give each of the serial killers their own stage. So really interesting to see this come back to life. I'm gonna jump over here. Hopefully, no, I didn't make it. I think it's a little bit. There's a cadeau over there if we make it that way. Most of this part of the game, this early part, is fairly linear. We're just making our way down the cave essentially. Let's open up some of these cadeau, and this just brings us round to the little walkway we've seen before. This little walkway here, and yeah, there appears to be a lot more rooms and doorways than there actually is. It starts to get really weird here. Like, up until now it was all kind of natural cave systems, and now it's like something almost alien-like, but I suppose it must have been something that Jack the Ripper designed. Again, dead end. Just kind of makes you think there's more to the map, I think. Let's see now. So you can drop directly down, just right down this shaft, but what we're going to do is take the slow way down, hopefully, just by walking over. And there's a couple of little pickups we can get.
I wonder what's round here.
And also a couple of secrets, I believe, if I can hopefully make it. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is really important. This one I'm just going to do now. This block is really important that we push this block down, because what it'll do is it'll give us another accumulator. So let's push that down, which gives us a platform to jump on later on. We could just drop down now, but there is one more little secret. I think it's a cheat, but let's see. Just check my cheats very quickly. Okay, just see what cheat this actually unlocks. So I did get it earlier, but I wasn't sure exactly what it was. So let's see if I can jump over here. It's not that important if you can't make this, because you can walk back up the way. It's not like if you fall you have to like warp back to the start or anything, but there is a secret around here somewhere. Let's just walk around, just basically walk around in these tunnels until the secret pops up. Okay, I think I must have missed it. So they all pretty much lead the same way, they just all branch off and all lead downward to where we're supposed to go. But there's definitely a secret in here somewhere. I just can't remember. It's such a maze. It must be up here maybe. Oh, let's see what's in here. Cadeau.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So let's see what this secret actually unlocks, if I can work it out. Like dead size shotgun. It may have. I'm not actually sure which secret it unlocks. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments, or if you haven't unlocked it, have a look in your look at your cheats before you get it, and then look at them after. I think I'm getting lost in this place already. That's mostly everything you need to do for now anyway, so now we can just make our way down if we just find a drop. I'm probably making my way up, but let's see. We should be just able to drop down by now somewhere. Okay, here we go. Alright, now we're down. So, the next place to go is into this like alien looking place. This is where we'll go, and we can make our way to Milton, who's down this way. This kind of like slanted diagonal wall. But first we're going to go and find that box we pushed down earlier. So what it's done is it's pushed the box in front of me down, and if we didn't push that down, oh, I missed it, so we wouldn't be able to make our way up to the higher ground there and pick up the accumulator. And with this accumulator, that's my third one now, so that's given me enough to actually go and unlock the second Violator in the Playrooms. have all the other ones. So if you're missing any of them, you might have to dig through. I think one's in Jack the Ripper stage and one's in the prison, so I'm going to pick up this last one.
This should be useful.
So there you go, I have 3 accumulators now. There should actually be 2 more in the game somewhere because there's some ammo and stuff you can unlock in the playrooms, but it's not really necessary. Like, the most important thing you unlock would be the second accumulator at this stage. So now we're going to go and fight Milton. Let's get this little hidden cadeau. Should just be up here. And he's going to give us the key to get out of this place. So let's see. It should just be beyond this cage up here. And I might actually use the shield and Violator because the shield's really good. Oh wait, we have to do some jumping first. Take your time on this bit because if you rush it, you're likely to drop. This little cliff goes off at an angle, so always jump at the very, very tip of the angle. It's harder to make that jump than it actually looks, and if you do miss it, you have to, like, you'll fall down in the water, and like, it just takes a little while to come back up here again. So that jump there is actually harder than it looks too, so thankfully I made it first time, and I don't have to redo any of that part. Okay, so I think there's a cutscene with Milton coming up fairly soon. Oh, first of all, I'll unlock shortcut, so we don't have to do any of that jumping again. Just saves a little bit of time. Okay, not long now. Just have to jump up here. Don't think there's any chance of falling or anything around here. I'm not even going to jump over and get that just in case I do fall. There's a cat over there. And yeah, so there was that earlier in Blender, there was that like sky and moon in the background. I guess the sky wasn't loaded in Blender. Milton is just beyond this little shack. You can probably not really see him. They've put that there probably so you don't shoot at him now. But on the other side of this shack, there's going to be a cutscene, so I'll just be quiet for now once I drop down here.
Hey, you! This is private property. What the hell you think you're doing, boy?
I ain't your boy.
Don't you get uppity with me. You trespassing on my property, I can call you anything I choose, boy.
I didn't see no signs, fatso.
That's 'cause you didn't arrive by the front door, did you?
I don't need an invitation, fat man. I've been sent here by a higher power.
I'm the only power around these parts, boy. You gonna find that out soon enough. You gonna find out what survival is all about. Just like a rerun of the Nam. It's Judgment Day for you and all your kind. This is the end, beautiful friend, for we are many.
Jesus, I don't need this bullshit.
Alright, so oh, Milton's gun is actually really pretty devastating, so that's why I'm equipping the shield right now, and hopefully my Violator will take his health down a good bit. I've got a lot of Violator ammo actually, so I'm just gonna hold this in. Should have enough, like there's lots of bullets here, so I've got him down to his true form. I am running out of magic though, so and I don't know how much longer I can keep this shield up for. Okay, my shield's down. And there he's stunned, so I'm just going to change to my shadow gun, and there he is, dead.
Consider that a dishonorable discharge, boy.
So now we're going to pick up his Dark Soul and this little prism, and that'll get us out of this level back into the asylum. So we can turn off his piston. So the music is actually really good at this part, so I think I'll let you guys listen to it. It's it kind of reminds me of Apocalypse Now or something like that. But yeah, I believe it's new to this version of the. There's that moon that I was talking about earlier, the dark moon. So yeah, I believe this is original to the remastered, like new music from Tim Haywood, and yeah, it's certainly, he hasn't lost his touch over the years. So I'll be quiet a little bit and let you guys listen to it. So yeah, really nice music there from Tim Haywood, and reminiscent of Apocalypse Now for me, but unique in the same way, and just really nice guitar playing. So always check behind these portals back into the asylum, because you'll get some cadeau and maybe some health or voodoo if you need it. Mana, I'm not sure what it's called. Let's jump in and we'll go back to the asylum. So I'm assuming actually also this this part of the asylum was never in the original. Like, I could be wrong on that, but because this is a new level and a new piston, like these, there wasn't as many pistons in the old game, so I'm assuming then there wasn't as many of these asylum parts in the old game. So you know, it's worth pointing out that this is all new also. This is none of this was in the original. So it'd be interesting to know how these parts were created. Again, there must have been a lot of artistic license used in the creation of these parts. I wonder how they agreed that, or who the lucky person was that got to actually create and design some of these maps. So we're just forming a bridge here. I think there should be another piston on the other side here. This part of the asylum isn't quite as long as the other ones, and perhaps that is because it's new. They didn't want to spend too much time making really long asylum parts like from scratch, but there's a couple of true forms to kill and a couple of dark souls to pick up. That's the other side of the bridge formed, so that should get us through to where we need to go. And if I can work out how to get onto it, I think I have to actually jump back over. A little sideways jump maybe. Oh, well, it's a good thing I can swim in lava, because that jump's actually kind of hard to make. Maybe I should just jump straight over to it. It's a good thing I have the swim in lava ability. But you could potentially do this part without it. I noticed as we were exiting the summer camp there was a walk on fire part, and I'm wondering if that's to try and catch like speedrunners out, or people who like tried to avoid getting some of the gads, you know, the tattoos that let you walk on fire. You know, is that put in there to prevent you from trying to get too far in the game without completing the earlier parts? here's some Dark Souls. I believe there's 3 Dark Souls to get in this part of the asylum. And unfortunately, because there's only 3, that leaves me just shy of getting into a new Shadow level, which I would like to actually get before the next video, because the next level's the Undercity. Well, it used to be called the Undercity, it's now called the Fogometers. It's a really weird name, but I didn't name it. I don't know why it's called that. But it used to be called the Undercity, so it's like the last main level I need to do. Let's see if I can get it's true form. Okay, there's also a Dark Soul in here. Don't forget to go in here and pick this one up.
Great.
Okay, one more to pick up.
Dark souls are mine.
I think I'll maybe start to use some voodoo weapons, because I'm going to save my accumulator ammo. It's always good to have. And the final serial killer I have to kill is, I think he was called the Home Improvement Killer or something. I'm actually not sure his exact name, but he's in New York, and I have not visited New York at all yet. And I don't remember really playing that level from my childhood or anything. But what I do remember is it's like it's in a house in New York, and he's kind of a little freaky guy that runs around and shoots a nail gun at you. So I'm not sure how long that level is, but I'm looking forward to trying it out. And that'll actually turn off the last piston. But before I can get in to actually fight him, I need to go to Fogometers and get the retractor for him to actually access his stage, because I still am missing a retractor. So that's why I haven't been able to visit him just yet. But to get to the Fogometers, I need to be at soul level 9. I think soul level 9, yeah, that'll actually give me the calabash also, so that's like one of the last key items. But like, I suppose you don't really need it because you've already unlocked the last level. Oh, here we are at the piston. So let's see, what are we? Number 3. So let's see what the code is for number 3 in Jack's journal. Control number 3 is 431. So 3 is already there. Just have to change this one to 1, and that should turn off this piston. Okay, sounds like it's stopped the piston. It's screeching to a halt. And now we only have one more piston left. But I would like to get to soul level 9 before this video ends, so what I'll do is we will warp. The easiest way, I need to get, I'm on 93 souls, and I need to get to 95. And the easiest way for me to do that is actually, I need 2 more Dark Souls in the Playrooms, so we'll go there and finish that off. But while I'm there, I'm actually also going to pick up the second Violator that I mentioned earlier when I had the 3 accumulators now. Thankfully it's actually really close to the warp point as well, which I assume is by design. They didn't want you to backtrack. You have to backtrack too much. Oh, these chainsaw guys are ruthless. So let's see, which way is it? I think it's down here. Yeah, let's go and get the second accumulator first, because I think that'd be kind of fun to use that. It's just in this other room here. See it in that back wall in there? Just, I'm going to kill a couple of these guys. Really like this voodoo weapon. So you could use it to unlock ammo, but I mean ammo's pretty abundant in the asylum. You can just like warp to it. So what we're going to do is stick 3 of these in here and unlock second Violator. I haven't actually done this yet. Assuming it's pretty devastating. There we go, double Violator achievement unlocked. And now we're just going to very simply pick up 2 more Dark Souls in this level, and that'll end the Playrooms. In terms of the Dark Souls, it means we'll have gotten all of them. And basically before, when we were playing this level, we were never able to actually walk on this lava in here, and that just leads to a little walkway that branches off left and right. We're going to go left first and pick up this quite easy to get one in here.
Got it.
And we can unlock this door here. There's no real point, but I might as well have it unlocked in case we ever need to use that shortcut to get back in. And the final Dark Soul in this level is actually that true form that we see running about. And he's just through this, just basically you would go right now whenever we come up here, on our right. What I'll do is I'll actually equip the dual Violators and see if we can make short work of this guy. I have heard people's strategies for the final boss. Oh. Okay, I run out of ammo, so I've heard people's strategies for the final boss is actually to use use dual Violators.
The power of the Dark Souls. I embrace it.
Alright, there we are. We're up to level 9. If you're playing along with me and you don't have exactly the 95 souls I have, like you've missed 1 or 2, my recommendation is to go to the fire temple, because there's a bunch. It's, let's see on the map, it is this, no, temple of is it prophecy? No, it's this one here, temple of fire. We only have I think it's, yeah, we've only got 5 of the 11 Dark Souls. So because we can now walk on fire, touch fire and swim in fire, all of those Dark Souls are now available to us. So like if you've missed some, just go in there, find some lava, swim through it, and you'll find some Dark Souls. I'll do that in a later video. But for now, I'm up to level 9. I now have what I need to go into the what is the Undercity, or what was the Undercity, but is now called the Fogometers. So I'll probably go there, possibly even pick up the Calabash in the next video. And yeah, I hope this video helped, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.